Hello there, my name is Retro, the first time you see my channel, user review cartoon series, anime series. So what's up in completely random, and today we're going to talk about Solar Opposite Season 2, and oh my god, this season was way so much better. If you don't know what it means so much better, Season 1 was to me a little disappointing. It was hilarious, but one of the major problems with the seasons is all four characters never felt unique. They almost felt as the same character, just copy and paste. You could tell me they have different names, different designs. Even you could tell me they have feelings. But once more, I never felt anything of them. They feel the same, at least on Season 1. Season 2, huge improvement because they actually tried to fix that problem to understand what their motivation, why they're so different. In that, I just enjoy it because they actually make me a little bit more care. One of the great example is one of the main characters, the lead character, Corporal. Corporal was sort of frustrated. That said, you really didn't know why he's sort of panicking, why he's so stickler in the rules. And this season actually exploded. They explained Corporal just sort of miss home. He want to be sort of traditional, follow the rules so you remember, be safe, be like home. And that is so much better because you understand his motivation. You understand why he's tired of the family not listening to him because he doesn't feel at home at all. I mean, it shows that at Season 1. I'm not going to disagree, it does, but it really doesn't give so much information, so you're sort of frustrated and don't understand why he acts this way. Now you do, especially with Terry, that he's an idiot, and that's it. I mean, they really don't have much exploration as a solo character because they really don't want to do with them. But they do explain why Terry is sort of important because he's the one sort of balance Corporal. He has the sort of weird balance because one is too serious on the books, the other more reckless. But once more, because they're so heavy together, they're sort of balancing it out pretty well. And they can explore their sort of a kind of gay relationship officially. And that's sort of weird because you really don't actually see that on Season 1. They sort of explore that in Season 2, maybe because they didn't know what to do with the two characters at the beginning, but then now they do. But once more, I kind of understand why Terry is sort of part of this group. He's the one who sort of relax everybody, just don't panic, don't freak out, do the Terry way. And that is sort of respectful. You also have the other siblings like Amilek that I have to say, my opinion, he's probably the worst character of the whole group because he's just an edgelord. So frustrating to see him because he's just sort of a douche. You don't really like him, but Season 2, he get it, his comeuppance. Now the first episode of Popular Kids just kicked his ass. Now the whole season's focusing on bad things happening to Amilek. Now he has to face the consequences in how to deal with them. I mean, he's still sort of an edgelord, but at the same time, you understand the consequences. He does get consequences that sort of bans him out. Now you also have Jessie. Now, I like Jessie in this season because she's sort of tired of waiting for her brother to be empathy. Just screw you, I do my own thing. And she does. She does little crazy adventures about herself. Yeah, I enjoy that. She has fun. She's now sort of free and defined. A little bit reckless like the rest of the family, but at least she has something to do. Now, the whole season was kind of great, but I think it was so much better is the Wall episode. Yeah, Season 2 returned the Wall episode, and the Wall episode almost take half the whole series. And I was sort of shocked because we all know the Wall episode is the best thing of Solar Opposites, but we didn't know how much good because the writer realized we could do so much for this, and they do. They actually come back for it, explain what happened to Duke, what happened to Cherry, what happened to the people in the Wall. That's still in the Wall. They have to basically stay there forever, but they sort of did a year skip period that what happened to Terry who's taking charge, and now it's like a paradise. But interesting enough, you follow a new character in the Wall. Like, his name is Hank. He's basically the survivor of the first Wall in the Wall. Now he sort of have trauma because the Wall. He have this sort of hero complex he need to save, but at the same time he just want to be reserved, stay home, marry his wife. But something happens in the Wall. Someone started to kill people, and they sort of kind of to Hank to kind of help them to figure out the mystery, and then he does. He the very beginning he doesn't want to, but he has that sort of hero complex. I must do this, and he follows the clues, but follow all the way to Tom, the new Duke, that he's saying, "Oh, don't worry, we fix this," but he realized, yeah, Tom is lying to him. Interesting in all, Tom is sort of complicated. He's sort of that kind of evil villain that he tells half truths and half lies that you don't know do you believe him or not. He became like a bigger threat that the governor of the last villain. That is sort of interesting. And also you have to do with Cherry that you realize, oh, also Cherry's alive. How she survived. And then you see her own solo episode to see what happened to her. And also with the Duke, you think Cherry and the Duke go at it, trying to kill each other, but once more, they're small and sort of desperate to survive, especially this Badger guy out of nowhere trying to kill them. And they sort of feel a little bit more to better of Cherry and the Duke while they're making tick, how they work, how they have to work together to survive, and you be shocked like all the twists what happened to Wall, especially how Cherry survived everything while outside and came back to the wall to take adventures of Tom and also kind of protect her child, because I wasn't expect actually Cherry has a baby. In fact, I kind of more surprised how she reacted all the things Tom did, and Cherry was sort of taken away. Now the whole series of the wall became like Game of Thrones kind of level. Like everybody has their own motivations, but at the same time, each one is sort of justify and understand what they do in it and figuring out what's the best way to handle the wall. And at the same time, you can say none of them are the actually villains. Each one actually has a point. Especially Tom, you think he's a psychopath, he's just mad with power. No, at the very end, Tom was sort of right. You skip the wall, you won't survive. Even if you don't know you have the chance to become fully sized humans. So that was super interesting. In fact, I feel the writers are pushing this wall kind of episodes to make its own spin-off series. In fact, that's why I wanted the first season, hoping that they get their own spin-off series, because Solar Opposites became mostly more the wall episodes than anything else. I mean, the Solar Opposite family are interesting, they are funny, they're actually finally developed, but at the very end, I still care about the wall so much better because the situation is just so fascinating and also super hilarious. I say I think the wall is more funnier than the opposite family. And I don't know you, I really want a spin-off series of The Wall to explore this new world, to see how they acted, how people change over the season, become different and more dangerous, because I said it very in between the whole story, that is, The Wall became Game of Thrones, and you can't go wrong with that. Hopefully they do get a spin-off series of The Wall. Besides that, everything I just enjoy. You also sort of a half-ass ending, that how the opposite have to die the final season. They sort of did, certain doesn't, sort of kind of joke that I enjoy, but at the same time, hopefully they have one more season and end the whole series, because the longer this series lasts, the worse we'll get. You can see like The Simpsons, Family Guy, or South Park, for examples, because they last too long, they ruin what was so special. And Total Opposite, I afraid will fall into that category, but hopefully just 3 seasons, maybe 4, and that's it, because that's all I want. I got nothing really to say, just one question: do you like this series? Do you enjoy it? You think it's so much better than the last one, or you feel it was sort of less? Tell me down below, let me know. I got nothing really else to say, just thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful day.